Are you worried about AI taking over your job? Are your employees worried about AI taking over their jobs? Well, if you're a leader, you should be thinking seriously about the impact of AI in your work and in your workplace, because it's happening already and it's only going to continue happening. There's a recent report released by investment bank Barronjoey about the Australian workplace and the impact of AI and automation in that workplace. And it says that 999 people out of 1,000, their jobs are going to be affected by AI and automation. So only 1 in 1,000 jobs isn't. Now, that doesn't mean that the jobs are going to be replaced by AI. In fact, the report goes on to say that about 10 to 11% of those jobs are going to be replaced by AI. And that's pretty big. So 1 in 10 people in the workforce now are going to lose their jobs to AI and automation, according to this report. But the good news is that the other 90% are not. So typically, on average, 9 out of 10 people are going to keep their job, but it's still going to be affected by AI. In other words, AI is going to augment them in doing their job more effectively, doing a better job. So what does that mean for you and your team? Well, there's 2 pieces of good news, obviously. So most people are not going to lose their job to AI, and also that their job is going to be made easier because they're using AI. But the other side of that, and especially for you as a leader, is that you have to provide that AI education for people in your team. And I feel like I shouldn't even need to be saying this, but I find that many teams, many leaders, many organizations that I work with, their use of AI is not very good because they haven't provided appropriate education for their people. And it's a bit crazy, isn't it? Like, if you know that you've got people in a sales role, presumably you give them some sales training. If you've got people moving into a leadership role or in a leadership role, you'd give them ongoing leadership training. If you've got people who are using AI, why aren't you giving them the appropriate level of training, education, and professional development? That's part of your responsibility as a leader. And if you don't provide that, make no mistake, they will look for somebody else who does. So it's good for you, it's good for your team, and it's good for the organization if you provide that appropriate level of AI education now and in an ongoing way for the future. If you'd like to know more about what sort of education that might be, come along to my next free public online presentation, which is all about AI for leaders, looking at 2026 and beyond. And I'll be looking at things like education for yourself and your team, as well as a whole bunch of other things that leaders should be aware of. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. So please come along and feel free to share it with anybody else in your network as well. I'll see you in the future.